Hello, everyone. It's Soheil here again with your nerd news for this week. We're going to start nerd news this week with something you can take and make some kick-ass s'mores with. Elon Musk made a flamethrower. So play that video.
Nerd news.
This entrepreneur is also the CEO of car manufacturer firm Tesla, aerospace, SpaceX, if you don't know who he is, said Monday that the Boring Company had sold 7,000 flamethrowers already. That means the Boring Company has sold $3.5 million worth of new products. In this video that you're looking at, Elon Musk starts his flamethrower and chases the cameraman.
Wait, what was he wearing?
This guy has a straight up flamethrower.
Shoes with socks.
Really?
Yeah. Look at shoes.
Yeah, sorry. It looked weird.
It was probably his socks. They're probably blonde or something. Different colored socks.
He's setting the planet on fire. Dude, you know how hot that sucker is? That's blue flame.
Yeah, it's a sock. It's
a weird colored sock, yeah.
Yeah. So, what is the Boring Company? It's not us. The Boring Company is infrastructure tunneling construction company founded by Elon Musk in late 2016. Musk has cited difficulty with Los Angeles traffic and limitations with current 2D transportation network, and is inspiring for tunneling projects in LA. So that's what he's trying to do. So you're probably asking why the flamethrower? Well, Musk's idea was to start selling flamethrowers. Began from a joke in December that he said if the company sold more than 50,000 hats, that he would start selling flamethrowers.
Interesting. I can pre-order one for $500.
It looks like it's basically an aerosol can connected to a lighter that you can basically light up in the front. So it's a little bit dangerous. I don't know how they're going to get people to buy it. But anyway.
It's cool, though.
Yeah.
One way to keep someone out of your house.
Musk also joked that the flamethrower was sentient.
Boring Company fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Then also, its safe word is cryptocurrency, and it comes with a free blockchain.
Cryptocurrency, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you can see that they have upselling here because you can get a fire extinguisher to go with it.
Yep. Well,
$30.
What the company's trying to do is dig a hole down in LA to make a better tunneling network so that we can have like some kind of weird underground, driving tunnels and stuff. So we'll see what it goes through. But yeah, you can buy the hat. That's where it started from. So you just need to buy a Boring Company hat.
They've sold 50,000 hats.
Yep. Which is, look at the price of the hat though. Where's my hat?
$20,000 to ship.
You buy $223. So all
sales complete. No more hats.
So you should buy a flamethrower, Will.
$500.
$500. Worth it.
What am I gonna do with it? Burn things?
Ruin someone's day. That's all I have to say.
Get arrested for arson.
Or you can cook a goat.
You got any hard drives you need to delete?
Yeah. So what they want to do is you can like put your car and then go underground with it. So
I've seen this.
So that's what the Boring Company's all about. So this is a Tesla mock-up, obviously. So what you see on the screen, if you're not watching, there's a Tesla car driving and it's going to park in a space. And what it's going to do is it's basically going to, once it parks, it gets dropped down underground. That's what they're trying to do with these tunnel networks.
That'd be really cool.
But the problem here is that we're in a seismic plate. So you'd really have to make sure this is really safe because you can't really...
it's true. It'd be really hard to make sure it's earthquake proof.
Yeah, and if you have one person go, then it's gone. But it's really expensive too because tunneling under big buildings in Los Angeles, especially the size and weight that they are, you're going to end up with a lot more problems than you think. But it is something that's definitely possible. It just takes money. That's all that it is. It takes money and time.
A pot full of people going down.
Yeah, I wouldn't see cars being a thing anyway in that time period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd think pods would be a thing that people were using now, like trams, mini trams. But anyway, I wanted to point that out. That's Los Angeles up there in the front. If you don't notice the infrastructure, but that's it. Looks like the Duke controller is coming back, which
all right.
Will's excited about. The standard Xbox controller named the Duke was originally the controller bundle with the Xbox systems for all territories except Japan.
Except Japan. That's what they made the S controller for.
Yeah, the controller S was a standard controller for Japan, and it was later released in other territories by popular demand. And in 2002, it actually replaced the Duke. So I guess the S took over the Duke. That's the original Duke, and then the controller S. That's it.
It's got little grips.
Little grips.
It's a lot more like the 360 controller.
Right. But if you go back to the Duke, a lot of people miss this controller because of how it felt.
It's huge.
Yeah.
For me, it was really comfortable.
I remember this. I remember because I played Halo and like GameStop or some shit, and they had it. I hated it.
I loved it. It was a lot like the Dreamcast controller, and
Yeah.
I really liked the Dreamcast.
I enjoyed it too. The only problem that I had with it is that center thing was always such a fun thing to rub.
I would always mess with it too.
So I'll constantly rub that plastic. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
But it's coming back. I guess they're taking pre-orders for it. So if you wanted to get some pre-orders, we'll have the link in our Nerd Confessions post, or you'll have the link in the description of the video. So if you guys want it, you'll have it there.
Something I wish they did, though, is that they updated it a little bit. They said they went for straight
Copy.
replica. Yeah. So it's exactly like it was. Like what I would have wanted to be able to push the button to wake the Xbox One, the middle button. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would have wanted to like maybe be able to like the Elite controller, change out the joysticks and be able to do all those things.
That could be another iteration of it, but I think they really just wanted to stick to the basics of it.
Yeah.
I remember that this controller was a USB type, not really USB, but it was like
it was a weird
proprietary
version of it. Yeah, you could get a converter and convert it to USB.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, for what it was at the time, I was like, holy moly. I love this controller, by the way, but I think that the smaller controllers now give you more hand movement. Like you can move your fingers to different parts of the controller faster.
Well, something that I really noticed, like if I'm playing the Pro controller on Nintendo Switch for a long time, I actually enjoy it because it's comfortable for me. Then I go to the Xbox One controller. The buttons are so close together. I know why they did it, but it's so close together.
Yeah, don't people buy like those extender packs for their controllers so they can like flick up and flick down like the little
switch,
sticks?
levers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's just for Twitch movement. It's like pure Twitch. Like if I want to, instead of actually pushing the button, just flick my finger up quick to reload.
Yeah.
That's just what it is, Twitch gameplay.
Right,
for like Call of Duty and stuff.
I can't even play like that. It's so weird.
No, it feels weird.
Well, that's it for the Duke controller. Let's go on to the next bit of news. This is something we're going to hit back up on. Is the Bright movie. Netflix executives say that the success of Bright is proof that bad reviews don't matter.
If it's on a platform that you already have.
So I'm going to go into that. When trying to tap into the global market, they say that when David Ayer and Will Smith's Netflix tentpole Bright became available on stream on December 22nd, it was met with some of the most hostile reviews of 2017. IndieWire's own David Elric gave the film an F rating, calling the fantasy realism film miserable and the worst film of the year. And there's two hands here. And the film currently has a 26 on Rotten Tomatoes. But the abysmal reviews couldn't stop Bright from becoming a humongous hit on Netflix and earning a sequel. According to both Netflix bosses, Bright's success is proof that film critics don't matter as much as when they're trying to tap into global audiences. Critics are important. This is what one of the Netflix bosses says. Critics are an important part of the artistic process, but they are pretty disconnected from the commercial prospects of the film. His name is Sarandos, says, film critics speak of a specific audience who care about the quality or how the objectively good or bad the movie is, not the masses who are critical for determining whether a film makes money. Critics are pretty disconnected from mass appeal, said one of the CEOs. His name is Hastings. Sarandos and Hastings' opinions certainly debatable, especially since bad reviews translate into bad box offices for many tentpoles this summer. But the only one that wasn't was Blade Runner 2049, which proves their point. Because it didn't really get too many. It got good reviews.
It was like 90. Starting out, it was like 92%, and then all of a sudden it went down to like 89% or 88%.
Because the critics were rated really high, but the box offices didn't show.
Yeah, so all of a sudden their rating went down.
Yeah, so then it started going down. So that's what they're trying to explain. That look, it doesn't really always matter.
It doesn't always translate to high box office,
right?
Yeah.
So you have one movie was like Jumanji, right? Jumanji did really good at the box office.
Pretty good, Jumanji. Like when I was there, everyone liked it. Everyone clapped. Everyone had a good time.
Right. I'm not saying anything. I'm just
the critics hated it.
I'm giving you an example. That's what I'm saying. So people like to watch their movies. It is what it is. So are the critics connected with the everyday mass market? Probably not.
I think the critics are they're getting more and more intense in terms of like Like they're raising their standards of like what a good movie should be like. Like they'll see like a Christopher Nolan film and be like, it needs to be all like this. And then when a movie doesn't meet up to that kind of standard, they go, oh, this is shit. But then most people like they like stuff like that.
The problem is if you look at movies from the 70s, some of those movies from the 70s, if they're like the best movies of the 70s, now can't hold a candle to some of the best movies now. I'm not talking about graphics or anything, but story wise and build and this and that.
Yeah.
I think the critics love intelligent, like different films that haven't been done to death that have like a unique perspective, while the audience likes entertainment.
Right.
Period.
General public likes to be entertained, and not everyone is a critic in that sense. And some people just want to watch a movie to feel get happy, but that is what it is. Let's move on from Bright. We're going to keep movies of Bright all the time, I think. We're going to keep pushing it.
All right, here we go.
Let's watch this little trailer of Ant-Man.
Oh, I've seen it. So
Ant-Man.
And the Wasp. Don't forget the Wasp.
Oh.
I just have
Opens
one
up with
question.
a shot
When
of...
Cap needed help, if I'd asked you, would you have come?
I guess
Toronto.
we'll never know. But if you had, you'd have never been caught.
I do some dumb things, and the people I love the most, they pay the price.
Thanks to you, we
Interesting so far. A lot of FBI involved. That's just strange.
There's a small building.
A building suitcase. That's
Yep.
weird. Could you imagine building the suitcase part of it? Doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Unless that's like the one part of the building he made would not shrink.
Or... Right, that's
Wait,
true.
I'm confused now. This is like, it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe you just need someone watching your back.
It's the Wasp.
Like a partner.
I'm excited to see Evangeline Lilly again.
Hold on. You gave
In
her
movies.
wings
Yeah.
and blasters. So I take it you didn't have that tech available for me? No, I did.
Why'd you give... Oh, now they're both flying.
Yeah.
I see. Oh,
Giant Pez.
Hello Kitty. Pez dispenser.
Ad placement. Ant-Man and the Wasp is an up-and-coming American superhero film based on Marvel's comic book heroes Scott Lang, Ant-Man, and Hope Van Dyne, which is Wasp. Produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studios, obviously. It is intended to be a sequel to 2015's Ant-Man and the 12th film in the Marvel Universe that's coming out. The film is directed by Peyton Reed and the screenplay written by Chris McKenna and Eric Summers. Paul Rudd and the writing team of Andrew Barrier and Gabriel Ferrari. The film stars Rudd as Lang and Evangeline Lilly as Van Dyne, along with Michael Pena, Walton Goggins, Bobby Covenvale, Rudy Gear, and T.I., I guess. His name is Tip Harris.
T.I.?
His name is Tip. T.I.P. Harris. T.I. David Dachelman Chain. I can't say all these names. A lot of other people. Lawrence Fishburne's in this as well. And Michael Douglas.
Why does it say the Wasp is Blade Runner? What?
I don't know. That's pretty stupid. In Ant-Man the Wasp, Lang teams up with Van Dyne to embark on a new mission from Hank Pym. Did you know that Hank Pym was the original Ant-Man?
Yeah.
He also beats the Wasp in an episode inside a comic book.
Physical abuse? Domestic abuse?
Yeah, domestic violence.
Oh.
Literally slaps her.
Hashtag me too, man.
Yeah, it was really bad. That's why that's why they separated them.
Oh, yeah? That's why they had
one
him
of the
this
reasons.
generation instead of the old generation?
Right. Because it's domestic abuse, I think. Talks of a sequel in Ant-Man began shortly after the film was released in 2015, with Rudd and Evangeline Lilly returning to reprise their roles. Reed officially joined the film a month later and to direct, and also returning from Ant-Man. Filming began in 2017 at Pinewood Atlanta Studios in Fayette County, Georgia, with additional filming in Metro Atlanta, San Francisco, Savannah, Georgia, Hawaii. Filming concluded in November 2017, and Ant-Man and the Wasp is scheduled to be released in July 6th, 2018.
I'm reading the comments on the YouTube video for the trailer, and it says it's good to see one of the comments by Mudrick Zeke says it's good to see the Ghost with her Thunderbolts movie maybe in the horizon. What Ghost?
The Pezza Spencer? I have no idea.
It must be a character. The Ghost with her Thunderbolts.
What Ghost did we see with Thunderbolts?
Let's Google it. With her Thunderbolts?
There's Ghost Rider.
Yeah, a lot of Ghost Riders coming up. Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts. There's a Punisher that looks like Venom. Hulk.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, just move on from this. This is some like ridiculous.
I don't know what's happening.
This is like some craziness you're getting into.
That's the Ghost Rider, Deadpool, the Punisher. That
Yeah, but
is
what does that
Venom,
have to do? I don't. These comments are
some
confusing
chick,
me.
and Red Hulk.
But a lot of people said needed more Michael Pena, which I don't understand. And Kate, we have to go back to the island, which is a reference to Lost. Just so you know. All right, next bit of news. Hollywood Reporter says the Black Panther has great reactions for its premiere.
Oh, that's good to hear.
We have some news from the first reactions of the Black Panther. First reactions from the premiere. Early reactions are the standalone film for the Marvel's King of the Wakanda has an overwhelming positive review.
I just hope it's true. Sorry.
Yeah, apparently they said across the board, the reaction to Black Panther was overwhelmingly positive, with those lucky enough to see the film early praising the performances, the story, and the costumes, the direction of the cinematic realization of African Kingdom of Wakanda. I believe it is great to see a hero come from something. Me personally, I'm saying it's great to see a hero that has some diversity, but to the line. But where are the Arab superheroes? Because we don't got one. Anyway, moving on.
Oh no!
I thought there was an Arab superhero.
Tell me what his name is. Don't say Osama. Sorry.
Bin
No, I
Laden?
thought there was.
All I know is a Street Fighter guy that's Arab. That's it.
Oh, maybe that's what I thought it was.
There's a villain Arab.
Yeah, that's all we are is the villains now.
You have the Prince of.
Isn't
The guy
Prince-
from the
Prince
guy
Persian?
that kept Iron Man originally hostage in the Arab desert. That's all we
yeah.
got. That's all we got. The 9
so far in the MCU?
Yeah, that's all we got. Anyway, there's no. Ellie said there was no previs to this movie, so it was gonna be terrible. What do you think, Ellie?
I don't know.
I think I remember somebody said that the Fantastic Four had a great reaction when it was first unveiled to the public. So I hope it's actually true this time and not false information.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
All I know is that the people that saw it said that there was a very, very strong focus on, I want to say, African American heritage and strength there, but I don't know. We'll see what happens when we watch it. I see a lot of ads coming out of this movie already. They have like a Black Panther riding a Lexus on, like, basically like it's his chariot, and it's really weird, and Lexus is adding it. I don't know. When Disney gets their hands on some properties, they go crazy with ads. But anyway, I just want to point that out. It's got good reviews, which I kind of want to see this movie, but at the same time, I want to wait a week before I see it. I don't want to see it with all the people that are like Uber fans, that are fake fans or weird fans.
I don't think it's going to be good.
But I think it'll be fine. We'll see what happens. I'm excited if they have any connection to where he gets his vibranium. That would be really cool on his nails.
As a comic book character, I never really got to know him very much. He wasn't not much. Generally, he's not a super popular character.
He was never really popular,
Like to the masses, like Spider-Man or
because he kind of looked like Batman. Everyone's like, "Why does he look like Batman?" But he's like
with claws,
like a tiger.
Yeah. He was really cool in the Civil War, so we'll
Yeah.
see. I don't know.
But anyway, I think that the thing that I've noticed is that they're gonna have this character come out, and he's basically going to rebuild the Avengers, I guess, because this is what this seems like this movie's gonna be about.
Yeah, he seems like he's a neutral party that gets everybody back together.
Yeah, back together.
Give this man a shield.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
Avengers
see
movie,
what they do.
The next one coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
So there is a Middle Eastern superhero.
What's his name?
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh,
Also known as Hero. Apparently he's a member of the near immortal hidden race known as the Eternals, and it's from the Marvel comic universe.
He's not even an Arab then. He's a freaking eternal person.
I don't know. There's also Sabra, an Israeli superhero.
Okay.
Living Monolith. Veil. They're all Iraqi. Everyone's
I'm
Iraqi.
drawing a blank. Is it Colossus?
Arabian Night 2.
Okay.
First appears in
Let's-
Black
okay.
Panther.
Colossus, the Egyptian guy.
He appears in
Am
Black
I thinking
Panther.
of the right name?
Okay, enough with these guys named Solomon. and
From
all those-
X-Men.
Oh, Ra's al Ghul is
that his
actually
name?
Middle Eastern. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Colossus?
There's
Yeah,
more.
Colossus, but
There's
he's Russian.
more.
Isn't he? Oh.
The one with the medal?
Isn't that the red? That's the red Colossus or something like that.
That's red, Omega Red. But then
Omega
there's
Red.
the other one's also
There's a Turkish
Russian.
sorcerer.
Oh,
in
yeah,
DC
the
Comics.
Colossus is from Deadpool. No, I'm the guy that was in the last X-Men movie.
Yo, show me a picture.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, Apocalypse.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Apocalypse.
Oh, he's
Is his name.
Egyptian, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Why couldn't I think of that name? He's one of my favorite villains. God.
You mean Darkseid? Dark
Hey.
Side?
Hey, at least with Darkseid, I know how to spell his name correctly. Even if I can recall it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I just think that's really interesting that they're bringing in this character. I knew he's going to get his own movie. Let's see what happens. I heard Wakanda is a very future tech level, so don't think you're going to see only, open African plains. Looks like you're going to see like giant tech buildings and stuff. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you for joining us this week. In addition of Nerd News, we have one question for you guys out there. Do you want to buy a boring company flamethrower? Leave an answer in the comments below. Please click that like button and subscribe to Nerd Confessions, and we'll see you sometime next week.
Oh.